Is it time to buy or sell Halliburton stock? In this video, we will delve into Halliburton. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 23rd of September, 2025. And now, we're here to provide you with a more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 16th of September 2025, our system has categorized Halliburton as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Throughout this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of 8.25% since we initially recommended purchasing Halliburton just 6 days ago. This equates to an average return of 1.38% per day since it was designated as hold or accumulate. A score of 0 signifies that our system foresees considerable volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. In light of recent developments, we are unable to predict the stock's next movement, as it could take either direction. The stock has broken through the wide and weak rising short-term trend, indicating an even stronger rate of increase. For any pullback, support will now be found at the upper boundary of the recently broken trend, specifically at $23.86. This level may present a second opportunity to make a significant gain. According to fan theory, $26.62 will be the next potential peak level, creating a resistance that may not be overcome on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of 5.6% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging from negative 8.18% to positive 3.84%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of negative 30.68%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 59.16% and negative 30.68% over the coming year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $9.91 and $16.82. Our latest daily update for Halliburton includes the headline, "A very strong day for Halliburton's stock price on Tuesday." The Halliburton stock price increased by 7.34% on the last trading day, which was Tuesday, the 23rd of September, 2025. This rise took the stock from $22.61 to $24.27. It has now seen gains for 4 consecutive days. It will be interesting to observe if this trend continues or if the stock takes a slight pause over the next few days. During the last trading session, the stock fluctuated by 8.50%, reaching a low of $22.93 and a high of $24.88. In fact, the stock has risen in 6 out of the last 10 days and has appreciated by 11.59% over the past 2 weeks. Volume also increased during the last day alongside the price, which is a positive technical indicator. In total, 24 million more shares were traded compared to the previous day, resulting in a cumulative total of 35 million shares exchanged for approximately $844,610,000. Looking back over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price recorded was $32.57, while the lowest was $18.72. Currently, the price stands at 25.48%, or $8.30, below the 52-week high, and 58.05%, or $33.59, below the all-time high reached on January 23, 2018, when the price peaked at $57.86. Halliburton made headlines today after an intraday rally of nearly 10%, even as major U.S. indexes pulled back following comments from the Federal Reserve Chair. Mixed headlines illustrate the tug-of-war. Near-term cost reductions and recent workforce cuts suggest management is safeguarding margins amid weak oil demand and price fluctuations. This strategy may stabilize earnings expectations and support the stock in the short term. However, a significant services win related to Petrobras's Buzios field and the addition of 2 startups to Halliburton Labs indicate fresh revenue and technology-driven growth opportunities in the future. Pay attention to the company's earnings call on October 21st. This will be an important catalyst for guidance and could lead to another wave of volatility. In summary, anticipate continued short-term volatility influenced by macroeconomic shifts and restructuring news. The medium to long-term outlook hinges on the recovery of the oil market, implementation of cost reductions, and the success of commercializing innovations from the labs and securing large contracts. Analyst ratings. On Monday, the 28th of July, 2025, it was reported that Piper Sandler assigned HAL a neutral rating along with a downgrade action. On Wednesday, the 23rd of April, 2025, it was reported that HSBC assigned HAL a hold rating and also issued a downgrade action. On the same Wednesday, 23rd of April, 2025, it was reported that Wells Fargo assigned HAL an overweight rating with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 18th of December, 2024, it was reported that Piper Sandler assigned HAL an overweight rating with an initiate action. On Monday, the 9th of December, 2024, it was reported that UBS assigned HAL a neutral rating along with a downgrade action. Analysts have assigned Halliburton stock a general buy rating. They evaluate the price-to-earnings ratio as sell and the price-to-book ratio as sell. For return on investment, the analysts provide the stock with a buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Halliburton. The Halliburton stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook for the stock's performance. Additionally, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between these two indicators, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support is expected at $22.60 and $21.90. A decline below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Monday, August 11, 2025. And so far, the stock has increased by 18.39%. Further growth is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Additionally, trading volume is rising alongside the price, which is considered a strong technical indicator. However, it is important to note that some negative signals have also been issued, which may impact the short-term outlook. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Here are some additional signals that may interest you. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, a sell signal. Pivots, a buy signal from 31 days ago. Bollinger, a buy signal from 1 day ago. Short-term Moving Average, a sell signal from 8 days ago. Long-term Moving Average, a sell signal from 8 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 20 days ago. When we examine the 12-month chart, we find short moving average, a sell signal from 8 days ago. Long-term moving average, a buy signal from 24 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages shows a buy signal from 40 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Halliburton. Halliburton finds support from accumulated volume at $23.08. This level may present a buying opportunity as an upward reaction is expected when the support is tested. Generally, the stock exhibits very controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the risk is considered quite low. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by $1.95 between its high and low, which represents 8.5%. For the past week, the stock has experienced an average daily volatility of 4.17%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Halliburton, let's briefly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This significant ratio measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A relatively low PE ratio may indicate either low expectations for the company's future or that the stock is undervalued, which could present a potential buying opportunity. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 21st of October, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at 50 cents. It is important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Halliburton. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the stock could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you might consider entering a position and using volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, Halliburton encounters its first support level at $23.08. If this support level holds, it could serve as a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Halliburton from multiple analyst sources is buy. Let's take a look at some recent insider trades. On the 16th of July, 2025, Holzhauser Stephanie Spoker conducted an insider purchase of 0 shares of common stock. On the 2nd of January, 2018, Holzhauser Stephanie Spoker conducted an insider purchase of 9,688 shares of an option to buy common stock. On the 3rd of January, 2017, Holzhauser Stephanie Spoker conducted an insider purchase of 7,994 shares of an option to buy common stock. On the 27th of June, 2025, Smith Maurice S. conducted an insider purchase of 1,653,003 shares of stock equivalent units. On the 29th of May, 2025, Weiss Janet L. conducted an insider purchase of 8,550 shares of common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've calculated the insider power to be positive with a ratio of 22.743. Overall, insiders purchased 1,117,220 shares and sold 656,310 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $23.41, representing a decrease of 3.56%. This stock exhibits very low daily fluctuations, which translates to minimal risk. Additionally, a buy signal has been identified from a pivot bottom established 30 days ago. Is Halliburton stock a good buy? Halliburton presents several positive indicators. However, we do not find these sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate at this time. Presently, it is best viewed as a hold candidate, meaning it should be retained or accumulated while we await further developments. Due to minor weaknesses in the technical analysis, we have adjusted our evaluation of this stock from a buy to a hold recommendation since our last assessment. Upon analyzing the volatility and movements from the most recent trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 24th of September, we anticipate Halliburton will open lower by approximately 24 cents, starting trading at $24.03. We remind you that trading involves a significant risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at StockInvest.